Lord of the Mysteries. Chapter 1421. In modern day 19. Why don't you sign up for it yourself? I don't really want to get involved in Miss Huang's matters. On the one hand, Xiao Huang is both a playboy, but he also has a daughter complex. His thoughts go astray the moment he sees any man getting close to Miss Huang. Alarm bells would go off in his head and he would overreact. Considering how it's a rather good source of income for me, I don't want to lose my job over this. Yes, although I've been working overtime for quite a while, I'm still paid enough for overtime work. Xiao Huang has always been generous in terms of remuneration. On the other hand, attending a tutoring class is so troublesome. If I have the time, wouldn't it be better to spend my time on something else? Of course, if it's just to scout for information, and I don't have to spend my own money, then I can do anything I like while attending the class as long as it doesn't affect the students around me. Miss Bernie Huang points at the girl in black-framed glasses and says, "Her family's company and this company are competitors, and they know each other. Regardless of whether it's her or her staff at the tutoring center, they definitely won't be able to sign up for it." "You can." I discover a blind spot. Miss Huang shakes her head. "I can't either. The boss and part-time lecturer of this tutoring center knows me." "You're kidding?" I subconsciously ask. Miss Huang glances at the group of hooligans who are handing out flyers and says, "She's Uncle AI's granddaughter." "Director AI?" I laugh. This is friendly fire, conflicts arising between people on the same side. Without waiting for Miss Huang and her daughter to speak, I sincerely give a suggestion. "To be honest, why do you need someone to attend their tutoring classes? You can all work together. Everyone can establish an indirect relationship. You invest in me, and I'll invest in you. Wouldn't a merger be better? Only by becoming larger and stronger will you be able to fight against other tutoring center chains." With that said, I silently apologize. "Sorry, I've been reading more business reports recently." "I'll consider that. However, we have to first grasp the style and quality of their tutoring classes before we can talk about anything else." Miss Huang replies in a businesslike manner. "This is the result of an in-home upbringing." I sigh inwardly and casually say, "Then you can find a random passerby. They aren't trustworthy. I still have to do background checks. It's too expensive to find a professional company. The cost is too high." Miss Huang answers the questions that I haven't even thought of. She continues, "You don't need to attend the classes often. You just need to attend 4 to 5 lessons. After that, it will be up to your own preferences. 4 to 5 lessons, which means 1 or 2 weekends. I'll treat it as overtime." I hesitate for a moment before saying, "I'll ask." Miss Huang and the girl in black-framed glasses immediately replies, "Thank you." I then walk towards the group of hooligans and stop in front of the guy whose hair and eyebrows are dyed a charred yellow. "Danny. This definitely isn't a proper nickname. It's best that I don't address him like that, lest we fight on the spot. Although I'm already an assassin and am unparalleled, there's no need for that." I cough lightly and say, "What are the fees like for the tutoring classes?" The hooligan with the yellowish eyebrows looks at me with a happy expression and says, "It depends on the situation. For example, what kind of class you'll be taking. Is it an evening class, weekend class, or classes during the daytime? All of them have different prices. Also, what do you primarily want to learn? Foreign languages, mathematics, Chinese, history? Or everything? And what level are you at? Of course, it has to be weekend classes. I usually don't have time. I'm dead tired after work every day. I just want to have some fun." "Considering how I had to receive a foreign VIP previously," I reply. "Weekend class, foreign languages, more verbal in style, adult standards. It's best to be more business-oriented." "Sure, no problem." The hooligan nickname, Danny, turns over the flyer in his hand and hands it to me. "Weekend business English classes, 8,888 yuan a semester." He rambles on. "I'll consider it." I take the flyer and say, "When can I sign up?" The registration period is currently underway. There are discounts for registering now. It only costs $6.66. The location is the address on the flyer. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the morning, Danny introduces in detail. Is that so? I look around and casually ask. This is the first time I've seen people handing out flyers at night. Don't you guys have time to rest? We have to wait for the barbecue anyway, so we're just handing out flyers while we wait. Moreover, the foot traffic is the highest here at night, Danny explains indifferently. I see. I ask, what's your name? Do I need to mention your name when signing up? I would like to confirm if they get any commissions from successfully recruiting students when handing out flyers. No need. There's no need. Danny shakes his head in a slight daze. You don't get any commissions? All you do is hand out flyers? I press in puzzlement. Isn't this too professional? Besides, as a hooligan, what isn't better than handing out flyers? Upon hearing my words, Danny is taken aback. He smiles and says, my main job is being a tutor at the tutoring center. I teach foreign languages. At this moment, I feel that this tutoring center is a little unreliable. It was at this time that their barbecue was done. The other hooligans stop handing out flyers and walk towards the stall. Danny panics. *T. Wait for me. As he runs to the barbecue stall, he turns around and says to me, my surname is De. Call me Teacher De. The accent of the foreign language sounds quite authentic. I shake my head and return to another barbecue stall to find Miss Huang and her dormitory daughter. I'll go take a look this weekend. I say simply. How much is it? The girl in black framed glasses asks. They claim that there's a discount. $6,666. I don't hide anything. Miss Huang nods. Perhaps there are other small expenses. I'll give you a total of $20,000. The rest will be considered your higher fee. No, I don't need that much. I originally wanted to modestly decline, but Miss Huang offered just too much. Okay. I exhale. Add me on WeChat, I'll transfer it to you. Miss Huang takes out her phone. Just as I'm about to scan her QR code, I suddenly think of a problem. Why don't you transfer it to her, and then she'll transfer it to me? The she refers to Miss Huang's dormitory daughter. Huh! Miss Huang is a little confused. If CO Huang finds out that you transferred money to me privately, it would be a little troublesome. I say after some deliberation. When that happens, not only will I lose my job, I might even get run over by CO Huang's car. All right. Miss Huang tilts her head and says to the girl in black framed glasses, Katie, add him and transfer $20,000 to him. The girl obviously knows that Miss Bernie Huang has astonishing wealth and isn't worried that she would default on any debts. She takes out her phone and adds me on WeChat. Katie Huang. The name sounds like that of a family member. I glance at the girl's WeChat name and mutter to myself. After collecting the money, I point to the side. I'll be buying some barbecue. Shall we eat together? Miss Huang invites. No need. I'm very timid. At this moment, Katie Huang, the student in black framed glasses, takes out 2 bags of snacks. Thank you for your help. This is a specialty of my tutoring center. What are these? I glance at the 2 bags of snacks. Dried mushrooms. It's not worth much. It's made by a biology teacher under our employ. His family farms mushrooms, Katie Huang explains. All right then, thank you. Since it isn't anything valuable, I accept it without qualms. However, the black things in the snack bag gives me the nagging feeling that they're poisonous.